If the subtitles feel a bit fast, feel free to slow down the video playback speed. Hello, this is Kim Ont. Today's topic is more conceptual again, but it will definitely help you. Let's begin. Kim Ont's Notes Part 3. Common Misconceptions About Drawing. As you continue studying drawing, you begin to notice several common misconceptions. There are many, but the most common are these. Drawing is just memorizing certain patterns. It's simply copying what you see, and it reduces creativity. These are the three misconceptions I've encountered the most. Even among art majors or people working in other artistic fields, many still question the limitations and practicality of drawing. If we look at the biggest reason behind this, I believe it comes from the educational environment. In Korea, places that properly specialize in classical drawing are extremely rare and difficult to find. So for most people, their first exposure happens through entrance exam academies. People usually begin with plaster drawing, still life drawing, or portrait drawing, and learn within a competitive environment where everything must be completed within a limited time. Those who have experienced it will probably relate, but there was almost no truly systematic process. There was rarely enough preparation time to approach drawing with proper interpretation and reasoning, and most education focused mainly on visible expression. In reality, much of that direction is quite distant from the true essence of drawing. I've met countless art teachers, art majors, and professionals in the field. But it has been extremely rare to see someone who truly understands drawing and approaches it systematically. When many people learn incorrectly, they often produce results through superficial methods and quickly arrive at negative conclusions. And these misconceptions continue to spread through indirect experience, even among people in influential positions, until they begin to feel like facts. It's honestly a very unfortunate situation. Historically, drawing began as a form of foundational training, but today it has long since established itself as an independent genre within fine art. One reason drawing is still perceived merely as basic practice is because it is relatively accessible. Simply being able to easily access and experience the materials has led people to mistakenly perceive it as less valuable than other genres. Oil painting, watercolor, drawing, Eastern painting, there are many different genres. But in reality, the differences mainly come from materials and methods of expression, while the core compositional principles are shared. You cannot divide artistic fields into beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels simply based on differences in genre or material. Any form of drawing can become a foundation, and it can always expand into professional expertise. Art that expresses concrete forms and recognizable shapes is called representational art. Art that expresses the properties or concepts of a subject is called abstract art. In representational art, expressing concrete forms does not mean simply copying what exists exactly as it is. It is much closer to reconstructing and expressing the subject within the environment and interpretation envisioned by the artist. The perspectives that develop through repeatedly interpreting a subject teach us far more than we might expect. Since these are topics we'll cover in future lessons, I'll leave them brief for now. When the purposes themselves are different, judging everything only through the lens of creativity is a mistaken approach. And even art that demands creativity can absolutely be developed on top of a strong drawing foundation. From a broader perspective, fine art exists within art itself. And within fine art exist both representational and abstract art. Rather than separating them, if we practice them together, they become problems we can eventually solve together. Rejecting and dismissing other artistic fields within art is not pride in one's own field, but rather a way of exposing one's own weaknesses. Because you can only truly see as much as you have experienced yourself. I believe the ideal long-term approach is to build a foundation broad enough to accept and understand everything. And I'm confident that ant drawing can provide that kind of strong foundation for you. We're almost done building these core concepts. Please hang in there just a little longer. I'll see you in the next lesson.